lovely viewers of Zee Connect. Well, it's time for something new और इसीलिए Priya is back with a brand new season of Zee Connect. जी हाँ, सीजन 8 के पहले एपिसोड में आप सबका स्वागत है. So let's get started with what we've got for you this week. सबसे पहले लेट्स टॉक अबाउट 21 जून दिवस जो कि वर्ल्ड योगा डे के नाम से मनाया जाता है पूरी दुनिया में और इंडियन एम्बेसी की ओर से दुबई और आबू धाबी में भी इस बार बड़ी धूमधाम से मनाया गया. लेट्स ब्रिंग यू दिस स्टोरी.
As you can see, that we've got a great turnout. There's a lot of enthusiasm for yoga. There are many different yoga schools. And the approach we've taken is to be inclusive, to involve different groups of yoga practitioners rather than stick to just one. And so we will have two different components of the program. We'll have an hour which demonstrates different forms of yoga, different styles. And then we have the complete yoga protocol. But of course, the highlight of our evening is that we will have with us his Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, a member of the royal family and also the Minister for Tolerance. He is going to be our chief guest today, and his support for this very important day means a lot to us.
We are really proud and honored to be participating on the 4th International Yoga's Day from ILA. And we have certified yoga instructors as our members, as team members, Ms. Navratri Nanda and Ms. Monica Bapna. And we believe that yoga is a union of body, mind and soul.
The aim of yoga, the International Day of Yoga, is to bring peace and harmony not only within us but also to the whole world. Because yoga, it connects human and brings humanity. Benefits of yoga everyone knows, so it's great for healthy and for healthy lifestyle and well-being, and especially in terms of lifestyle diseases and stress management. In particular, yoga can play a great role, and as we go on yoga, there is more research coming up, and there is more happening on yoga. So it is conclusively being proved that yoga is very effective in managing diseases, lifestyle diseases, and other ailments.
Whatever we are inside, we are that outside as well. So yoga is a holistic package which heals the mind, the physical body, and hence our relationships. This is where, whether it is work relation or our family relationship. So hence yoga is really that holistic healing package for every one of us.
First time it was just at one place that we did it in a very big way when Baba Ramdev was there in the second year. The third, we took it to smaller Emirates. This time, our smaller Emirates like Sharjah, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, everywhere we are doing this event. And there also people in large numbers like 1,000, 2,000 have come forward in smaller Emirates. So we are trying to, and we have done it with KHT in the morning today itself. So we are trying to introduce it in schools or try and motivate people to do it in schools so that the kids take up this.
जो लोग अपना घर का डेकोर चेंज करने के बारे में सोच रहे हैं उनके लिए है गुड न्यूज़ क्योंकि Pan Emirates has opened its 11th outlet in Dubai, which is in the Al Mizhar area. So what are we waiting for? Let's go check it out.
There is a lot of collection which is very much suitable to Ramadan, which has come not only for the Arab community but then for our Asian population, our Indian and Pakistani, families also. They would be really loving this collection. Glam and gold is all in the air, so we have all that collection here, and I'm sure people are going to flaunt it.
सीजन 8 का पहला एपिसोड है तो एक्साइटमेंट तो बहुत होगी आपको। वेल होनी भी चाहिए क्योंकि ढेर सारी एक्साइटिंग स्टोरीज अभी भी बाकी हैं शो पर। बट फॉर दैट यू विल हैव टू वेट अ लिटिल। मिलती हूँ आपसे आफ्टर अ शॉर्ट ब्रेक। Thank you so much for staying with us. Zee Connect के सीजन 8 के फर्स्ट एपिसोड में ही हमारे पास है अपकमिंग बॉलीवुड सेंसेशन का फर्स्ट डेब्यू टीवी इंटरव्यू इन द UAE. Well, I'm not gonna keep you guessing. It's none other than आयुष शर्मा जो आने वाले हैं अपनी डेब्यू मूवी लवरात्रि के साथ this October. Let's find out more. Ayush, first of all, welcome to Dubai.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we are really excited because your debut movie is going to be on screen. You are going to be on the silver screen for the very first time. And we've already seen the teaser of Navratri. We are loving it. The dancing, the music and all of that.
Thank you.
All the fun. But what is the reaction that you're getting?
See, the reaction was very positive. Touch wood, when we launched the teaser, we didn't expect it to be so big. People really liked it. There's a lot of positive things and people are really like the colorful element. Everybody's told me it's very colorful, it's very fresh. And they love the music.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with it. So the reaction has been very positive. I thought, when we were releasing it, it's a teaser. Did it really, because you're not talking about the film, we're just giving a vibe of what the Navratri is all about.
Exactly, which is what I'm coming to, because the teaser really just shows the dances, the fun, the colors and all of that. But what is Navratri all about?
See, Navratri is actually a love story, but it's a very colorful young love story. It's set in Gujarat. It happens at the period when Navratri is on, when people are at Garba. So, and boy meets a girl for the first time at Garba, and how they fall in love, and the story unfolds from there. So it's a very colorful film. It has a lot of dancing. I'm playing a Garba instructor, so I'm dancing a lot. There's a lot of dancing, there are a lot of good songs, colorful, it's a funny film, and the plot is very interesting, but I can't really reveal that right now.
Right now, yeah, that's fine. We'll wait for that. But you have done Garba in the movie and you have trained for it, as you were telling me. Tell us how difficult or easy that was.
See, the funny thing is that when I signed the film, I said Garba, on TV I've seen it's pretty easy. People just go round, it's pretty fine. I'll manage it. Because I'm trained in hip hop and Bollywood. I am not trained in any folk dance. But when we signed on, and the first time I met Webby ma'am and she showed me the Garba steps, I think I'm in trouble. So I said, luckily I had 4 months to train. She put me on a schedule that you have to learn the basics of Garba and everything from the turns to 3-step movements to everything. More so because I am playing a teacher, so it has to be very authentic. It was fun.
We read this morning that it took Salman 4 years. He made you wait that long.
Yeah.
And finally he was convinced. How did that happen? Tell us more about it.
See, it actually because when I started training with him, first I started assisting him in films.
Yeah.
And simultaneously he had put me on a schedule that you have to train rigorous, fixed training about acting, dancing. Every day you have to do it. Because I'm not a person who belongs to a film family. I was not born into one. So my exposure wasn't there. I didn't really know how films are shot. I didn't know how actual set looks like. But because I'm married to Arpita and I'm related to Salman Bhai, the expectations will be that, okay, fine, he's coming from this family, so he should be good, otherwise he should not be there.
Absolutely.
So he said you have to train a lot. You can't make excuses. So firstly, I was training. I used to assist on 4 films. I assisted on Bajrangi, Sultan, Prem Ratan, and then Tube Light. I assisted, so I learned a lot. Finally, when Navratri happened, he said, listen, I will not give you a film till the time I feel you can act. Or I feel that you are ready to face the camera. Finally, Abhiraj, because he was the first lady of Sultan, I was assisting on Sultan, so he met me that time. So he had this film Navratri, and he narrated the whole idea to Bhai, and he said that I think Ayush can do justice to it. And I said, okay, hear the film. And I heard the film, it was lovely. I loved the film. And what was intriguing for me was that because I'm from North India, I don't know much about Gujarat at that point.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that Navratri is such a big festival in Gujarat. And I said, if I am so intrigued by this festival, I'm sure, a lot of North Indians would love to watch a film that has, the color, the dance and everything.
How about the support from Arpita? Now, y'all are an adorable couple. We love you guys. How supportive has she been throughout your journey?
Very, very. I really consider her to be my backbone. I don't think so that I would have been here without her. Because when you're training for 4 years, there are days when sometimes you feel, yeah, do you think I have it in me? Will people accept it? Should I try something else? And I don't know, is it working or is it not working? She's always been very supportive. Initially, it was my dream to become an actor. Now it's her dream as well.
And of course, goes without saying, Ahil, we have to talk about him. We have been seeing your pictures. They're a sensation on the internet. Tell us a little bit about your relationship.
Well, I've said it a couple of times now, but Ahil is, I don't think so he's my son. I think he's my little best friend. He's a really happy child. And I don't really do the heavy lifting in the house. I'm like this, good cop who comes for 2-3 hours in a day and just spoils the baby. Arpita's the one correcting him, but I'm the one who's spoiling him.
Okay, coming back to Navratri, now debut film for you, but also a debut film for Varina and for the director as well.
Yeah.
Now there must be there must be a lot of excitement, but at the same time a lot of nervousness, I'm sure. Like, what's the expectation? What are people going to say? What's the response going to be like?
Yeah.
How is it on the sets? It's like
because our set was very young. Most of the people were very young on set, so they were very excited. It's actually not only, as you rightly said, it's not my debut vehicle only. It's Abhiraj's debut film. It's Varina's debut film. There are a lot of assistant directors on the film who are working on the film for the first time. So they were very excited on set. The energy on set was very nice. We all were very happy. More so, everybody was very driven because this was like that project that, okay, we need to prove our mettle. So everybody was, giving the 1000% inside.
Absolutely, and I think we get to see that when we watch the film. Wishing you all the very best.
Thank you so
You're sounding
much.
very, very positive. You are
Thank
sounding
you.
very, very positive, and that's amazing.
Thank you.
you so much for joining us, Ayush.
Thank you so much, Priya. Thank you.
Well, इस धमाकेदार इंटरव्यू के बाद एक ब्रेक तो बनता ही है. Joining you very soon after this छोटा सा break. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Zee Connect पर हम हमेशा आपके लिए गुड हेल्थ का भी एक मैसेज पैक करके लाते हैं और इसीलिए आज हम बात करने वाले हैं विद डॉक्टर क्रांति जाधव फ्रॉम जुलेखा हॉस्पिटल who will be talking to us about cervical cancer. Welcome to Zee Connect, Dr. Kranti.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me here.
So our discussion today is about cervical cancer. So let's start by telling our viewers what is cervical cancer.
See, cervix is the mouth of the uterus and it connects the uterus to the vagina. Okay, any excessive growth of the abnormal cells of the cervix causes the cervical cancer, and these cells can spread to the other organs also or the surrounding structures. And cervical cancer is the 4th leading cause of cancers in females in the developed countries, and in the developing countries it's around it's the 2nd cause of the cancer in females.
And what are the causes of cervical cancer?
Cervical cancer is caused most of the times because of the HPV infection. HPV is a virus, that is the human papilloma virus, and it has got around 100 strains, and the high risk strains are around 14 of them, out of which 2 strains cause 70% of the cervical cancers.
Right. And are there any symptoms of cervical cancer?
Yes, there are symptoms in the later stage. In the precancerous stages, the females may not have any symptoms, but in the later stages, they can have intermenstrual bleeding, or there can be spottings after keeping relations, or they can have pelvic pain or pain after keeping intercourse, and vaginal discharge abnormal.
I see. So how do you detect cervical cancer?
Cervical cancer is detected by screening the precancerous lesions or the cervical cells we check with the help of the pap smear, and this is just an OPD routine procedure which can be done in 5 minutes, and we just scrape the cells from the cervix and we send them for the lab investigation, and once the report comes, it will tell us whether the cells are normal cells or they are abnormal cells.
Right.
And we can also do the HPV virus detection along with the pap smear also in the same sample.
Right. So as I understand, cervical cancer is a very serious kind of cancer. So prevention is always better than cure.
Yes.
And I think there's a vaccine available to prevent HPV infection.
Yes. The HPV infection, once the female gets, around 80% of the females can get this infection in their lifetime, and most of them it will go like the flu, like you get flu. The HPV infection also will go like flu, but in some cases that HPV will continue and give rise to cervical cancer. The precancerous stage to the cancer stage can take around 10 to 15 years, and in case if we give the vaccines, this can be prevented completely.
Right.
Like around at least 70% of the times the HPV can be prevented. So this HPV vaccine is a vaccine which takes care of the two types of the cervical the HPV strains, that is the strain 16 and strain 18, and it also takes care of the genital wart strains, that is 6 and 11, which causes around 90% of the genital warts.
Right. And is this to be taken only once in their entire lifetime, or what?
Yes, it has to be taken only once in the lifetime by giving 3 doses. At the first dose will be given at day 0, the second dose will be given in the 2nd month, and the third dose will be given at 6th month.
So doctor, this vaccine, as you explained, can this be taken at any point in time? Whenever?
No, it has to be taken in an earlier age before getting sexually activated, because that is the time when the vaccine can act then, because later on most of the females after they get sexually activated can get the virus infection within 80% of the females will get the infection already.
Right.
So it is the good time to get the vaccine is between 9 to 26.
Okay. Okay. So doctor, tell me, if a person is vaccinated, as you said, keeping all the 3 doses in mind and everything, is there after that no need to do like a pap test? You know, there could be still a risk.
Screening will always be required, because the HPV vaccine will cover only 70% of the cervical cancers.
Okay.
It will prevent, because it is only the 2 strains will be covered with it, that is the strain 16 and 18, which cause 70% of the cases. So still you have to do the screenings. In spite of taking the vaccine, you will have to do the routine screenings.
So doctor, how often should people get screened for an HPV infection?
Females should start getting themselves screened from the age of 21, and they should be screened every 3 years.
Okay.
Till the age of 55.
Right. So doctor, as I understand, Zulekha Hospital runs campaigns every year regarding cervical cancer. So this year, what is the take-home message from this campaign?
Yes, this year the message is that get your kids vaccinated with the HPV vaccine. From kids between 9 to 26 should get vaccinated, and pap smears the screening should be done for the females. And there is a campaign going on till August 15, where we are giving free pap smears and free vaccination for the HPV vaccine.
Well, that was a great session, Dr. Kranti. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here.
धड़क is the most talked about film these days, जिसमें डेब्यू कर रहे हैं जानवी कपूर और ईशान खट्टर. Well, 106.2 Big FM की टीम ने क्रिएट किया धड़क का मैडनेस by doing the zing gut. देखना चाहते हैं कैसे? Then come with me.
तुम धड़ाक तुम धड़कन बोले जब पूछते आए मैंने लड़ा के तुझसे मुझ मंदिर में जिंगल बिल हो जाए तेरा हसीन चेहरा तेरे लबों से निकला हुआ गूगल पे जाके मिलेगा मत तू मेरे जैसा गाना पूरी पट्टन के साथ लेके भारत भर ये तेरा नाच डिंग डिंग डिंग
सीजन 8 का पहला एपिसोड होता है यहीं पर समाप्त, लेकिन अगले हफ्ते इसी दिन इसी समय होगी आपसे फिर से मुलाकात. Till then, from the entire team of Zee Connect here at Ghaya Grand Hotel, Dubai Production City, you guys enjoy your week ahead. Ishan Khattar or Janhvi Kapoor? Well, Bollywood sensation, upcoming Bollywood sensation. Thank you very much for staying with us. Hello to all you lovely viewers of Zee Connect. सबसे पहले let's talk about 21 जून दिवस होता है यहीं पर समाप्त. आती हूँ शॉर्ट ब्रेक के बाद. Be back after the short break.